Hi everybody, my name is Bailey, and today you are making ice cream in a bag. Now let's start out with our ingredients that we've all had. So everyone was given milk, vanilla extract, sugar, some Ziploc baggies, 1 gallon and 2 small sandwich baggies, some ice cream salt, and some ice, as well as some measuring cups to help you measure out your ingredients. Now, if everyone did it right, we all should end up with some ice cream. But what's the chemistry behind it, and how does it exactly work? Well, if we get down to it, it all comes down to this thing called freezing point depression. Now, freezing point depression is the decrease in freezing point of a pure solvent when a solute is added. Now, that sounds like a lot, but we can break it down into simpler terms. So, we were given ice, right, in our big gallon baggie. And ice is basically solid water. Now, water freezes at the temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. But whenever you add a different component in, and in our case it was salt, you can actually change the freezing point to a lower temperature than it normally is. Now, to get a full understanding of this, we need to go down to a molecular level. Water molecules at room temperature will move around freely as they do. But whenever you lower the freezing temperature to 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it'll actually cause the molecules to start slowing down and then to form bonds as they get stiff, and then they start making into a structure which we know as ice. Now, that's all interesting and everything, but what does salt have to do with changing the temperature of ice? Well, so water molecules here and here actually will try to make bonds constantly at freezing temperature. But when you add in the salt, it'll actually try to get in the way of those bonds. So, what does this mean exactly? The fact that salt is in the mixture makes it hard for these water molecules to bond. And in that case, the ice can't really form. And if ice can't form at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it's no longer the freezing point. Also, have you noticed some weird things going on with the gallon baggie? As you keep shaking it, it should get colder and there should be more water in it by the time you're done. This has to go back to the temperature of freezing. Since the freezing temperature of water is no longer 32 degrees Fahrenheit, the ice in your bag, that's what the temperature it melts at. And so it's no longer ice. So then it's going to start turning into water. But that raises a question. What's melting it? And what's melting it is your mixture in your bag. The mixture in your bag is obviously warmer than the ice, which is causing it to melt, obviously. Now, heat has to travel from one object to another. So, as the heat's traveling from your mixture into the ice, it's actually causing your mixture to get colder, which ends up being ice cream. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoy your ice cream. Have fun!